Hi everyone, my name is Dustin Cooling and I'm from California. We actually live in a small town just south of the capital of Sacramento, in a town called Lodi up in Northern California. Lived up here in California my entire adult life. Actually, my entire life for that matter. I've pretty much been within 45 minutes of where I'm at today for the last 48 years. So that's where I'm from. As far as families, hobbies, and interests, and anything else I want to share, I'm just going to go down that list if you don't mind. So, Patricia and I have been married for 27 years. And I had to think about that for a minute. But yeah, it's 27 years. We have three children together. Our oldest son, Joseph, is in the U.S. Navy. He's stationed up in Washington, up north. So we don't get to see him too often, but we hear from him quite a bit and see what he's up to on social media. We're very grateful for that. Um, he works on two types of planes. Both of them have to do with electronic warfare or radar jamming. We don't really know much more beyond that, though. He's also married, um, and he bought a house up there recently, so we're really hoping to go up there and visit him again. My middle daughter, my middle child is a daughter. Her name is Rachel. She's married to her husband John, our son-in-law, and about a year ago, they gave us a grandbaby, and her name is Abigail, and we are absolutely in love with that little girl. So we have one more child. Asher is our youngest, and he just started his second year of college. Now, he's not sure exactly what he's going to do with his life when he graduates college, but Patricia and I are just glad that he's in school and somewhat thinking about his future. As far as my current job, for the last 25 years, I've worked in law enforcement. I am currently the captain of field forces of a sheriff's office in Northern California. And what field forces is it's kind of another way of saying uniformed patrol. So I have 243 people that work in my division, and it's probably the most visible. They're the ones in the marked patrol units. We have boating safety, canines, hostage negotiations, SWAT team, drones, the bomb squad. Did I say boating safety? The mounted patrol unit, a ton of volunteers, our communications center. Um, it's a very busy part of the organization. So for the last 25 years or so, I've been in law enforcement, and I really enjoy it. It's been a very rewarding career for me. I also am the president of the California Command College Alumni Association. It's a nonprofit we formed this year. The Command College is a 14-month program of study for law enforcement executives in California. And you spend that time researching a futures issue based on a research question. And what we're trying to do is define the things that are going to affect law enforcement in the next 7 years and what we can do to plan for it and prepare for it. And so I just finished that. I actually graduate in December, but all the work is done. We would have graduated in August, but COVID happened, so it kind of set the clock back a little bit. Where does this PhD fit in my life plans? I've kind of asked myself that same question. Most of my peers think I'm absolutely crazy for doing this late in the game. The truth is, a PhD isn't going to help me promote. I've pretty much reached the top of the organization as far as civil service goes. Um, but what it will help me do is position me for what I want to do after I retire. I started pretty young at age 22, and in California, when you back then, when you started, you can retire at age 50. And so in a couple years, I'll turn 50, and I'll have a few more years left at work. And then what I plan on doing is having the PhD behind me and using that research background with the background I have at work. And I want to study issues that affect law enforcement and the community and communications and the things that we can, just to find out some of the things that we can do to make it better. So what I want to learn from this course is I want to learn how to research. True scientific, in-depth research on issues, and I'm really hoping that will happen. Maybe not just in this course, but throughout the course of the PhD program. As far as my inspirational Bible verse, well, I grew up in church, so the Bible was with us, ever since I can remember. Inspirationally, what I think of now is Romans 13:4, that talks about the Roman soldier not bearing the sword in vain. And what that does is it kind of reminds me and the people that I work with. that we have a role, that we're here, that government actually is a God ordained institution designed to serve people. Um, and so it's just a reminder that what we're doing is good work. But the key is that we don't get hijacked by other things, and that we stay true to what that mission is and what we should be doing. So that's kind of what I've been thinking about lately as far as Bible verses. I'm really looking forward to meeting with you guys and interacting. I know online courses are a bit different than actually meeting in person, so this is probably the only time that we're actually going to see each other and talk. But I guess I'll see you on the discussion boards, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Great to meet you. Thanks.